Dear viewers, today we are going to introduce you with son of the soil, ace footballer Arun Malhotra, who has the distinction of being the Sher Kashmir awardee as also the state awardee for his outstanding achievements in the field of soccer. He will talk about his achievements, sports scenario, and the game of soccer. Mr. Arun, when you started your soccer career?
I started my soccer career in 1993, and in a span of 2 to 3 years, J&K Bank opted me in his team. And I started my career from here in local club like Vijay Club, Young Sports and all that. And they picked me up in JK Bank team. And then after spending 2 years in J&K Bank, and I have given a trial in Mumbai Air India. And I have been selected there in the year of 1998, I think. Then my professional career has been started, and I shifted to Mahindra United and Mohammedan Sporting, East Bengal, and other professional clubs in the country. In between, I have been chosen in Indian team. Long career there, because after joining East Bengal in the year 2000-2001, there was a coach, Stephen Constantine. He's from England, and when we were playing National League from East Bengal, he picked me up for Indian squad for LG Cup, which is going to held at Vietnam. And Baichung Bhutia and IM Vision, star players were there, but we were younger at that time. That was the opportunity which I got in the year 2000, and then career started and played maximum international tournament like pre-Olympics, pre-World Cup, and Asia Cup, African Games. So the career has been started. But initially I have played here in Parade Ground, Jammu, and I belong to Jammu City, Pahadia Mohalla. And this is my
Okay. What is the difference playing in our country, in India and abroad?
See, to be honest, it's a vast difference between if you play in Jammu Kashmir and if you play in the big city of India like Kolkata, Mumbai, Kerala, Goa, where the football hub is there, and they have got very good infrastructure. But when you go outside the country, the scenario is totally different, because they have got professionalism is there, infrastructure is there. You can't believe if you compare with the Indian grounds and infrastructure, that is, we are far away from them. But recently we have organized under 17 World Cup, and we have made wonderful ground, and FIFA has approved, and we have been given to host the under 17 World Cup, and next Women's World Cup we are going to host. So it's a good sign for us that we are improving day by day. But at that time when we were playing, it's very difficult for us to play in this condition and on those conditions away from the country, because they have got somewhere they have got AstroTurf grounds, some they have got very soft surfaces there, and here we used to play in hard surfaces and all that. So you get muscle cramp, and you need a lot of strength, and you got knee injuries. So I think we are improving day by day, but at that time in the year 2000 to 2010-12, we were lacking of this infrastructure and all that. But nowadays we are improving.
Why is India not making it to the World Cup in soccer?
See, as you are aware about this, in 90s, 70s, we have beaten Japan, Korea, and big clubs in Asian countries especially. But nowadays, Japan, Korea, and Saudi Arabia, Iran, they are playing in World Cup, and we are behind that, because they had a plan. They have opened a academy in every district, every village, everywhere, and supervision was very much perfect, and they keep improving day by day. But now we had a rank, recently we are 101 rank in FIFA ranking, and they are below 10 or below 15. Japan, Korea, I'm talking about, because we cannot compare ourselves with European teams or other teams, because we have to compare firstly we have to compare with Asian teams. We have to beat them, then we go for World Cup. We have got only one academy in India before Jamshedpur Tata Football Academy, where we produce number of footballers. But no, it has gone down. AFF should think about this. They should open academies in every district, every state, so that we can produce maximum number of good footballers, good players, and there should be a competition in that level. Then we can, and more important that if we make the team in under 15, because we need to think about grassroots level programs, which AFF is starting up. But initially in 2000, 2010, or 2020, for the last 40-50 years, why we were not qualifying? This was the reason we don't have the grassroots level programs, we won't have the academies. And important is when we are making the team, they should play international matches more and more instead of playing domestic matches, so that we can improve ourselves and we can, because ultimately when you play pre-World Cup, you play you play against this type of thing like Asian country, but you are not playing. Certainly you are playing with them in any tournament. The players are not used to it. But when you are keeping your team away from the country, they are playing more and more and more matches with better teams. So it's very easier for them to qualify in the World Cup. This is what Japan, Korea, and Saudi Arabia are doing. Keep doing.
Definitely. What about the infrastructure in our state?
To be honest, I will talk about football. We have got only two grounds. One is Jammu City, where I started my career in prayer ground, and one is Science College. They told me they both are very worst ground because it's very hard. I can say it's injury prone ground, but recently they have improved it at prayer ground because they are talking about the AstroTurf and all that. Recently, last week, I have met with advisor to Governor Shri Vijay Kumar sir, and I requested him to put AstroTurf here because most of the players see football is a popular game, world famous game. 2,000 more countries plays, and we are talking about World Cup and all that, but if we won't have the good infrastructure, then how player can improve and play in that level? So AstroTurf is very much necessary, especially in Jammu and Parade ground, because it's sports council ground and nobody is going to disturb this ground. And it's hub of the city. Most of the people come and watch, because if you play local matches, is there 5 to 10,000, 20,000 people comes around and they come in the ground and watch the match. Because in 80s they used to take tickets. And people used to come and watch the match after paying the money. And so we need to think about this if we really want to improve the infrastructure. Because in Kashmir, we have got one AstroTurf ground in TRC. But after flooding and all that, it's also getting a little bit worse and all that. So because Jammu, Poonch, Srinagar, Baramulla, and this Anantnag, these are the hub of footballs and all that. So we need to think about all these districts, so that we need to concentrate about all these districts where football is, and categorize. We should think, because you see, volleyball is famous in Poonch, football is famous in Jammu, Srinagar, or somewhere else. And the other games are also there. So we can think about them. We need to improve our infrastructure. That's very important, because I have seen when I was in council and all that, I raised these issues. There are some pending infrastructure also. I visit to Poonch, because Poonch, they have given me Poonch district. I have visited Poonch and Jammu stadium. Behind the stadium, they have made the infrastructure, but it's still pending and all that. Where the kids will go, small fencing is there, wushu is there, badminton court, basketball court. So we need to make the infrastructure first. Then we should think about medals and all that.
How can the standard of soccer be improved in Jammu and Kashmir?
Overall soccer, they are improving day by day, because the state association has organized good matches and all that. We are hosting a second division league. Real Kashmir is there. They are playing I League. Lone Star is playing second division league. But sometimes I feel disappointed, because Lone Star is playing in Katra, where when they play, not more than 40 to 50 people are there. Most of the officials are there. Why they have chosen? They have chosen Kashmir before, but maybe due to disturbance and all that, they have chosen Jammu. But instead of Katra, they could have been chosen this Parade or Science College, so that the maximum number of young players can come and they can see the away teams like Goa, Delhi, whichever comes in their pool, and they can learn something from them. But in Katra is far away from Jammu, and it's very difficult for the young kids to go there, and it's very difficult for them to go there. And yes, they have got good infrastructure at Katra, but they should open a football academies and like that in Katra, so that Riyasi, Udhampur, Katra they can cover, in especially residential academy they can open it. But spectators will not come there. It's very difficult to get the spectators at Katra instead of Parade or you see. So
it has been observed that the footballers, rather the sportspersons, outstanding sportspersons, are preferring other states rather than Jammu and Kashmir. Why is it so?
there are a lot of examples. Like Mithun Manasi is there. He is assistant coach in RCB Bangalore right now. Before he was in Kings 11 in Punjab. Cricketers are there, and some army Colonel Ranveer Singh is there. He is settling outside the state. Myself is the example that I am working in ONGC, and there are a lot of reasons. One, PSU sector should come forward, and they should invest the money in Jammu Kashmir, so that the sports infrastructure and sports people can get good money like other states are doing. But individually we cannot ask them to come and it's government job. They can ask PSU sector. They have got CSR activities like ONGC. We are spending crores of money in different states and all that. Yeah, Tata is there. Yeah, other companies are there. Secondly, criteria should be there. Like major games are there, normal games are there. I was listening before. There are games which are not recognized and all that, but we are
You mean categorize?
categorize the game. That's very, very, very important for them because the Olympic, the team, the associations, the games which are involved in Olympic associations, they are in Olympic associations. तो उन लोगों को हमें ज़्यादा priority देनी चाहिए instead of the people who are making new games and all that. We are not aware about their games especially, but we are preferring because they are bringing medal. Nobody knows how to play and all that, but they are bringing medals and we are giving them so much of money and all that. But categorized game should be there.
Thank you, Arun. It was Arun Malhotra, a sportsperson who has kept the state's flag high at the national scene. He is simply an asset to our state. With camera person Karan, Rajesh Dhar for Excelsior News.